Hello. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my talk show, What's Your Genesis? Today I have with me a lovely guest. Her name is Taylor. And, yeah, so why don't you say hello and a little bit about yourself?
Howdy! Hi, everyone!
So what kind of, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do? What kind of VTuber are you? What do you stream?
So, I like to stream a lot of games. I don't do a lot of art much, but when I do, it's usually something related to like emotes for my server, my model, which I did make my own model, a couple of models. Um, I've done art for, I don't know, I've done like a collab art with someone, but mostly it's gaming. And it's usually like adventuring games, sometimes like the odd, like games that I don't normally play, but I like anyway, like, I want to say like I tried Genshin Impact, which is great because it's like the free version of Breath of the Wild because I'm not paying for that gotcha shit. I played stuff like Phasmophobia, which I guess now I normally play. When I tried playing it independently, it scared the shit out of me. Funny story. I played Dead Space, which I want to get back to. What else? Just stuff like that where it's like a lot of like me working on something. I played Persona for a bit, so if that gives you a good gauge at the kind of stuff I play and like, I don't want to say horror, but like I
There was
guess
a lot of
figuring
horror.
things out. Yeah, I guess like it's more so adventure, mystery, just like figuring things out. I like.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Man, if you like those kind of games like Phasmophobia and stuff, you should give Lethal Company a try.
Oh no, is that the one with the lobotomy? No.
No.
That's. I think the game I'm thinking of literally has the word lobotomy in the title.
Yeah, Lethal
Um,
Company is a new indie game that came out in like this month.
right.
It's a co-op horror game where you touch down and you in a ship. And you have to go collect scrap inside of old abandoned facilities and then sell it back to the company. But it's very dangerous. There's lots of monsters that can kill you and creatures that want to eat you. And it's very funny because it has proximity chat. It also can be terrifying because 1 minute you could be talking to your friend, and the next thing you know, you hear a snap, and they're being dragged. Their dead, lifeless corpse is being dragged away from you.
Sounds very co-op Five Nights at Freddy's.
Kinda, but not trapped in a room and it's a free roam kind of thing. Lethal Company is very popular streamers the past week. Not seen it though. It is so good. It is a very wonderful game, a very good one. Also glad to have you here, you Squid.
Yeah, hi Squid.
Very glad to have you here. Very.
Yeah.
It is a very good game though. Very, very entertaining. It's one of those games that can either terrify you 1 minute or make you laugh your ass off at your friends the next.
Man, you think I'm gonna pee my pants playing that game? I'm.
There is a chance. It depends on how because it just depends on how you react to things because it's not there's no scripted jump scares. It's all a matter of it. You could literally walk around the corner and it just so happen to walk face to face into one of the enemies.
Funny story. So I was playing Phasmophobia with a friend of mine, actually, Salim, and I'm just like, okay, let me first of all get some levels back because I want to play this game. But the equipment is so bad now since the update. Just because you have to upgrade. And I'm in the house and I'm like, oh, let me try advanced. Partially because like it will. Yo, there he is. Partially because like first of all, okay, I guess this is manageable. I keep guessing wrong all across the board. It's awful, but you know what? Let me try leveling up faster. Maybe it'll get me better equipment. Um, and I'm upstairs, and I'm just like, I still have my shitty flashlight, and so I'm using the video camera. I'm like about to walk in a room. I'm using the video camera as the light, like with the nighttime mode. I'm like, let me go into this room, and the ghost is in my face immediately, like, and I'm like.
Oh jeez.
My sister-in-law's here visiting, and she's in the other room with her baby. Zalim's on the call, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I really hope she didn't hear me." Because I screamed, and I was like, "I've never screamed like that." He's asked me about that. He's like, "You've never been this scared with Phasmophobia?" I'm like, first of all, Right now I'm playing by myself. I can't be like, oh guys, where are you in the other room? Oh my god.
I've
And
never
like
seen her
second of all, I
so
was like,
scared. It's unfortunate
I was
she wasn't on stream. Oh yeah, that should have been on stream.
yeah, first of all, I'm like, yeah, I wasn't with other people, so I can't be like, guys, I see the ghosts. And I was like so calm, so confident. I'm like, I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna be okay.
Oh my god. That was our first time playing and she was petrified. Oh boy. I saw God leave her eyes that day. Oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah. And I get out of the house, I'm like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, even more reason I think that you should play, especially on stream, play Lethal Company. I think it'd be very entertaining. It's only $10 on Steam, so.
Oh boy.
And I plan to do a lot more of it, especially because there's already exists a mod that removes the level cap, so you can play up with 32 people instead of the default 4. So I'm tempted to host big lobbies with friends doing that, because I think it'd be a lot of fun.
So maybe if I play with a friend, I could do that, but like on my own, I'm probably just gonna be like, nah.
Well, you know, the whole point of the game is you're playing with friends. You're not supposed to play on your own. People do, but it's supposed to be a co-op game. And there's no ending in sight. You can't really win. You play until you die, and then you start over, and then you play until you die, and then start over. Well, it's like, and the thing is, you don't have one life. Like you can the moment that your campaign ends is the moment that you don't meet the quota. If you don't you collect enough scrap and sell enough to meet your quota, you get let's just say something funny happens to you and your friends. And then you have to restart. But you do get XP, which I think will later on, because it's still in early access, I'm assuming the XP will later on let you unlock more tools or unlock cosmetic items, but because right now there's not a lot of customization. There's already a massive modding team behind it already filling in the blanks, though, so.
Okay, so I will have to play with friends regardless.
Definitely. I mean, quota reminds me of Salmon Run and Splatoon. I've never played Splatoon, so I don't know.
I don't know about Salmon Run. I did play the demo of Splatoon, though. That was kind of fun.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's a good game, though. Good game. But so you design your model all by yourself?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. This was kind of, I made it a year ago. I don't know, if I had been full-time streaming, would I have a different model now? Probably. But this was like, I'm making this. I debuted it on my birthday for my birthday stream. That was the only good thing that happened this year. Holy shit.
Oh boy.
And it was great. It was it's like I was really looking forward to it. I'm like, I'm gonna make this super pink, super sparkly, full of rainbows. And the only downside, I mean, I had a little bit of experience with V2 Studio, so everything was like great. Nothing could go wrong. The only thing that went wrong is the fact that, like, with rainbow in my hair, if I need to chroma key myself out, what the fuck do I do? So that's why I have this like light blue. I mean, what am I talking about? I'm right here in this room.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. It was insane. It was great. But it was just a fun little like, guys, look what I made, and everyone's worst nightmare, the booby toggle. This was my worst nightmare, actually, because of phasmophobia. Because like I have the booby toggle as a command on Twitch, like with channel points.
Yeah.
And I set the sound effect to a vine boom, and I'm playing Phasmophobia with Andron, and there's a clip of it somewhere. It's in my featured clips now, but I'm playing and I'm commenting like, I saw this ghost. And I said it was staring at me, and then I hear a loud vine boop and I scream, and I just and then my boobs were gone.
They disappeared. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Yeah, I remember really liked your model when I first saw it, because the way I was introduced to you is when you submitted your photo to the Smash or Pass stream I did with my friend Quizzy.
Oh.
Yes.
So did Quizzy smash or pass?
I voted to smash. I think Quizzy either voted not to or did a very hesitant smash. Because in his opinion, it's like, she looks, I'm pretty sure, or it was either he said this or chat said this. I know someone, because my chat was also doing votes, somebody was like, the design is too basic, pass. And like they're like the generic woman. And I'm like, what do you mean?
I just want to talk.
I,
Cozy, get over here. I just want to talk.
I still have. Here's the thing. I still have the clips. I want to eventually release like an edited down version of that Smash Pass, but there was so. It went on for so long. It's hard to pick the best moments. But I definitely want to finish editing through it. It's hard for me to find time to edit nowadays.
So, you said Smash?
I did, yes.
You want to join me on this couch?
Oh my god. This isn't the casting couch, okay? This isn't like that.
Not yet, it's not.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I will join. Oh my gosh.
Everybody come here on this couch. This 2-person couch.
Oh boy. Oh boy. More sus than I thought.
That's what you signed up for.
Hey, you know what? It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's okay. I'll deal.
Hey, I can be pretty sus too. I just choose not to in case anyone's too wholesome for the sussy stuff.
I want to be a sussy baka. You should be sussy bakas with me.
In a way I am. I mean, like, I'm very, I just, because some other VTuber friends of mine, they were like, hey, you should totally do this BDSM test we did, and you should post the results.
I saw someone post the results today. I don't know if it was you. Someone did.
Maybe I posted mine, and oh boy, I got called a bottom by a lot of people. Which, to be honest, here's the thing.
Are you?
I want to be.
He's a closeted top.
Well, more like I've been forced to be a top in a lot of my relationships. It's just that for me, I personally just like it better when somebody else takes the reins and knows what they want and what they're doing. I
see, yeah. It's tough. I could never top if I wanted to. I would sit there like, okay, what do I do?
You don't know how to top.
I sit there, I know how to talk my way through shit and be like, okay, let me take the reins. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm fucking doing. You just sit there. And then I sit there and I'm like, and then I sit there and I'm like, I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far.
Gosh dang it, Vamp. You call me a bottom again?
Bottom.
Oh my goodness. I know very well you are a bottom as well. And the thing is, what's sad is, now, like, I keep telling people I'm a switch, and more people, like, I've had people like, nah, you are too much of a bottom to be a switch. The thing is, I can be a top, because I've been forced to be a top. But the thing is, the other person has to basically want me to top them, which a lot of people, once they realize I'm a bottom, don't accept that. They just want to fluster me, and they will refuse to let me fluster them.
I do know someone who I was sure was a bottom. I heard was a switch, and I'm just like, really? Oh,
and it's
okay. Like, I guess it's all you. Like, doesn't matter what you've done, what you do.
Oh my goodness!
If it gels with you, it gels with you.
I mean, the thing is, I know I can make some people flustered, especially because I've been told that when I lower my voice, it can be pretty flustering. Because I just go,
oh no. I was gonna say, why don't you fluster me, and then you did that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, I'm weak. I'm so weak.
Gotta be careful though, because I currently have a crush who is kind of been getting a little bit more what's the right word? A bit more jealous of me. So I in a way, I gotta be careful not to go and make her think, I'm hitting on anyone else.
Oh no. Well, I hope she knows that the VTubing space is the wild, wild west, and anything can happen, and at the same time, nothing can happen. Yeah. So I do have VTubing friends who, out in the open, will be like, hey yo, you want to get over here? No, you want to get over here? You want to smooch? I want to smooch the cutie. And then we'll talk, for real, and just be like, hey, what's up, man?
Jen got game. Okay. thing is, listen. I got game. Even Quizzy will support me on that. You know, Quizzy used to joke that I didn't have game, but the thing is, in the time I've known him, I'm pretty sure that I have gotten 2 girlfriends and nearly got a third, and might even have a 4th. But then the time I know him, so
At the same time?
no. I'm not poly, so just over the past 3 years, well, actually 4 years now, almost, that I've known him. That I don't know. I'm pretty good at getting into relationships. The thing is, I very quickly realized sometimes that, or not even very quickly, that there was a relationship I had for 6 months that turned very sour.
Oh, well, that's not your fault. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
I'm very bad at getting myself into a relationship deliberately. If it happens on its own, or if it happens on its own, or like if the other person is pushing it, and I don't want to give anyone the wrong idea by saying this. Like if the other person's pushing and I'm into it, then I'm just like, oh,
well, yeah.
Wait, what is this turning into? And then it happens. I'm like, how the fuck did this happen?
Yeah, well, and here's the thing people gotta understand. Okay, even like, listen. I'm someone who I'll openly admit. I mean, I admit it all the time on Twitter. I'm someone who wants to date another content creator. That's just because I want that cutesy on-stream relationship, and also I want someone who can relate to what I do. That being said, I'm not going around specifically around Twitch to use as a dating site. I'm not going around being like hitting on every female in sight. You know, I'm not doing that. I get to know people first, and as I get to know them, then I start to develop feelings. And then if I like them, I will openly admit, I'll be like, hey, I got a crush on you. Because let's be honest, if you got feelings for someone, I'm going to be outright. I know this is turning to dating advice, but you know what? I'll take it. This talk show becomes whatever I feel like me and the other person are vibing with the conversation at the time. I've had this talk show has been being nostalgic about cartoons before. This talk show has been nerding out about the Halo franchise and the lore. You know, I guess today's topic of today's theme is relationship. Relationships and advice. You know what? But I'm down for it.
Yeah, lead by example. Get over here on the couch.
Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah. It's been a couple times where, like, for me, like, whether it's turned into a relationship or just like we're just kind of vibing. It's happened a couple times where I'm just like, I'm the first one to like notice signs and be like, "Are you into me?" And they're just like, maybe. And then from there it just tumbles into them like hardcore flirting with me, and I'm just like, how did I get here? I was just picking up signs. I was just picking up some signs, and now we're here.
The biggest thing. So here's the thing for me, right? So I've been in. Let me count. Let me make sure that I'm like. I think I've been in 4 relationships. Maybe only 3, but I think it's 4. It might even be 5. The reason I say this is because some of them are a bit iffy on if I can count them or not.
Like a situationship?
Like, okay, because I had one relationship that lasted about almost a year. Then I had another I had someone who we were going to be dating, but then and we had a first date, it went well. Then our next date was at my place, and again, TMI to those of you who don't like lewd stuff. So word of warning, you can mute the stream for like 30 seconds. Oh my goodness. But so this was the first time I got physical with someone, and this was probably like about a month and a half into meeting them. It was someone I met on Tinder, and we got physical, and let's just say that I let my panic get the better of me in that situation, and also just didn't feel comfortable afterwards, and it didn't turn out well, and she never wanted to talk to me again because I was very uncomfortable with that whole situation that happened. That's why I don't know if I can count that one, because it was very short. It was like it was a month and a half of just talking, and then like we went on one date, and then then like the next week we ended up meeting at my place and watched some shows, and then got a bit frisky, if you know what I mean. And
no, I don't. Please explain in great detail.
Well, no, I'm not going to. This is Twitch.
Okay. Oh. Oh.
But
Okay, so YouTube.
but anyways,
Uh.
it's on YouTube and Twitch. I gotta remember.
Okay.
But so let's just say it didn't turn out well. That's why I can't really count that one.
I would call that a hookup, maybe.
Yeah, maybe a hookup.
A little bit of a hookup.
And then I had a really online relationship, long distance, for about 6 months that turned very sour at the end. And then after that, I had a relationship earlier this year, or end of last year, actually, because it was October, November, December. Mainly November, December. And I very quickly realized I was uncomfortable in the relationship. And the main reason being that I ended up finding out that she would let... How do I explain this? So, she would let the world crush her. So, like, she was someone who would always worry about, wars going on, world hunger, greenhouse gases. Like, she would worry about all this stuff that, admittedly, we can't really do much to fix by ourselves, but she would just put all this stuff on me about her being depressed over the world, and that really started bringing my mood down because I'm an optimist, and so being with someone with that really was making me depressed. But we ended up getting into a big fight, and she locked me out of her room for an hour and a half, and I just sat downstairs and talked to her stepdad and her biological mom. I talked to both of them for about an hour and a half while I waited for her to come out, just asking, being like, I wish I could help her right now, but she just won't let me in. She just doesn't want to talk to me. And her stepdad, actually, I never told her this, but her stepdad literally goes, why haven't you broken up with her yet? If I were you, I would have broke up with her.
Oh, jeez.
And I kept
she is not ready to be out there.
I kept trying to support her and all that. And then the big nail in the coffin. So it took a while after what I'm about to say before I finally decided I just wanted to break up with her. But it definitely caused a lot more thinking, because so we were driving back from a fall date. I took her to a pumpkin patch. And we went, through the corn maze. We went and picked out pumpkins. We did all that cutesy stuff you do on a date, during the fall. And so what happened as we were leaving the pumpkin patch, there was a cop directing traffic, and we were like really close by him so we could see him through the windshield. And the guy, tells us to stop, and then he waves the next people over, and then he puts his hands on his belt. I just already understand the cops have heavy belts. The tools on their belts are heavy. It's like 15 pounds. So of course, if you get a chance, you're gonna want to pull it up. But she looked at that cop, and I already knew she had a thing against cops because she. Okay, I'm not going to detail, but she looks at this cop. Yeah. She looks at this cop and she goes, "Oh, look at that guy. He thinks he's all high and mighty. Your job's not all that important, dude."
Oh, okay.
And immediately lost so much attraction for her because of that.
Well,
and that was for my 4 relationships.
I want to say I've had 2. One was kind of a situationship, but we were very, very close, and it was a very trusting relationship. We actually met through Twitter, and I didn't really have friends at the time. Like, I had a group of friends, but I was in a bad spot with them. I was very heartbroken over someone, and yeah, like, the only people I would go back to is my family, which I don't want to tell my family everything. It's just not like the way you would with a best friend, because as much as you love your family, it's you're not involved, you just don't know, I guess. And then my friends who I was kind of with at the time. And so I go on Twitter, and I'm like, now people on here know me somehow for being a voice actor, even though I don't have a demo reel. I haven't been active. It's just I'm friends with a lot of voice actors now, and I guess I even made a friend on here because they wanted me to voice act. I'm like, I don't know how you found out about this. I would love to be more active in it, but okay. And the first person I befriend is this guy who I'm not gonna name drop. We're very close. Even if we weren't close, I'm not gonna name drop. is part of the community, and I'm just like, oh yeah, no, I really like this. I haven't done this in years. I would like to do it again. And we bonded over that, and we bonded over a game we both like. And I was like, look, I realistically, I don't know how well it's gonna work, but let's try it. And it was fine for a while, but we kind of just both needed to find our footing in life. And then my next relationship, it was not long distance, and it was long distance, but it was not as we had met in person.
Gotcha.
And it was a whole lot of me being like, now this is gonna be difficult because X, Y, and Z. He's like, okay, yeah, I understand. And was like, hey, can you move in with me? And I'm like, I can't. Why not? Here's why. I'm not gonna get into detail. And
Yeah.
we would have this conversation. Okay, fine. But then we had this conversation again. Okay, I guess needs a reminder. And then we would have this conversation again. And I'm like, what?
Here's the thing. He should have literally. This is why communication is so important, especially in my opinion, especially towards the beginning of the relationship. Because here's the thing. If you're gonna start a relationship with someone, you need to dig out the red flags. You need to find out the big problems that are gonna occur later down the line if you don't discuss it. And a big one is moving in with each other. What are the plans with that? Like, I know in some relationships you don't have to bring it up right away, but a lot of them is like you can just simply be like, okay, who would move where? Like, who is willing to move to where to be with the other person? And
I guess I don't really want to delve too much into it. I'm just trying to gloss over the whole thing.
Yeah.
But long story short, we're talking about it. This is my first like official relationship. Even though like the last one was a relationship, but this was like, oh, we might be anyway. And I'm like, oh, we're talking. That means we're communicating. But we just keep going back to square one. And then, long story short, it didn't work out. And we're just like, yeah, we could be friends. And that didn't work out either.
Yeah.
So here I am, flirting with the internet.
Flirting with the internet. You know, that's fair. Woo.
Ew.
But, you know, that's very fair. Like, you know, when it comes to relationships, you know, it's very, very hard to make it work. The big thing is people who get in a relationship. Let's say you find your high school or your high school sweetheart. You get married. You live to be old. People like that, I either am both jealous of. I'm either jealous of them that they made it work, or I just assume that there has to be issues they've just put up with all the relationship, that they might have been better off actually leaving each other and try and like go and like test the waters with other people. Because here's the thing, I feel like the more relationships that don't work out, the more you learn about yourself and what you want and what you don't.
Yeah, people get into relationships in high school. I mean this with zero malice. Don't take this personally. Fuck you. Because you've very been there, done that. Hold on.
Oh, looks like she's been interrupted.
No, I'm so sorry. I was trying to talk and then I muted my microphone and turned around and my mom's looking at me and I'm like, I'm in the middle of something.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So I had gotten myself into trouble a little bit once because I was like, let's how did I put this? I'm like, so I have a lot of very sexy friends on the internet. And one of them, few of them, but once recently, I'm like, I would kiss a friend. I'm just gonna put that out there. And yeah, I say that like, I have a good opinion of all this. Like, I would love to just smooch the homies, be close with the homies as much as I can. And
that's very fair.
Yeah, and then sometimes you say that kind of thing and you catch feelings and you're like, I was trying to make this normal and now I'm here and it's not normal.
Well, here's what
Help
I'm thinking.
me.
I think catching feelings is very normal. The big important thing to note, and a friend of mine explained this to me recently, I very much agree with them. When it comes to getting feelings for someone, very quickly, you want to try to determine are you actually like catching like romantic feelings from them? Or are you just like infatuated, or is it more lust? And it's like you need to be able to identify between the three which it is. It can be all three. It can be. But you need to identify what the main feeling is towards a person, because if you're going to, I mean, everyone handles relationships differently. Like, there are people who just, do friends with benefits. There are people who do monogamous relationships, and there are people who do poly. Poly or open. I know those are two very different things, but basically, it's all about. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna point to the comments and go, "That's one of my sexy homies. What's up, Viva?"
Nice. It's the homies. Hey, hi, I'm the homies. I made it weird. Oh my goodness. And again,
but yeah, like it takes a lot of feeling around, like feeling around. It takes a lot of like, how do I feel? Do I want this to be taken further? Do I want to get married to spend the rest of my life and have babies with this person? If yes, press 1. If no, use hands accordingly. Fingies wherever you want.
And the thing is, it's very important to identify how we're feeling towards someone, because it literally could be a moment of lust. It literally could just be a moment like you and the other person have like a I'm gonna say hormonal. We'll say that you're both hormonal. You get in the mood, and you do something. It can be that, or maybe it's actual genuine feelings. Like if you're able to sit down and cry in a call with someone about and be vulnerable with them, typically I view that as being a more stronger connection.
Yeah.
And I will say this, because I was going to mention this very early on. When it comes to not developing feelings for someone, it's very important, because you are like, how do I let them know? You are like, what if I don't? What if I'm taking hints? What if I'm thinking that they're into me, but I don't know? Very important.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think it can be very different for guys and girls. I think for girls, it is easier to pick up on when a guy is developing feelings. For guys, I'll be brutally honest. For a vast majority of us, we are dense as a ball of gold, or like maybe even like iron. We are very dense. We are idiots. We do not like, and it's not even just a matter of idiocracy. It's like, for a lot of us, we are fearful, because we think that if we think a girl is into us and we ask and the girl says no, it just ruins the friendship. A lot of guys think that lines, or they think that they'll be cringe if they ask.
No, I can understand why guys would be afraid of that, because like I do know that like some guys are very presumptuous, and by presumptuous I mean like, oh, you're not into me, well, let me try harder until you are into me. And like, sure, I have done that before and I made that mistake, but in my defense, like some of that time, at least like one instance I can recall, the person was giving mixed signals and being very like, I'm having fun with this, I'm flirting on my own time, I'm gonna be as confusing as fucking possible.
Yeah. And the thing is, if you want to get like, for a guy, like a very good way to get us to to focus in on you, like if you want to get our attention, I'll say this right now, a lot of guys are used to being the confident one. When a girl is confident enough to be like, hey, I'm into you, and says that outright, here's the sad truth, I'm going to be brutal with you. Even if you go and tell a guy I'm interested in you, he's going to think you're joking. Not like,
I'm the opposite. I'm the person who someone's like, hey, I'm into you, and I'm like, and then the next time I'm like, wait, you're into me? And they're like, yeah. And then the next day I'm like, wait, I have a question. Wait, do you like me? Do you like me? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, wait, does that mean you have feelings for me? Yes. Does that mean you think I'm attractive? Motherfucker, what did I just say? Do you think I'm the slightest bit? I like your hair and I want to kiss you. And I'm like, oh, what? Oh. And like, I'm normally super, super dense, but sometimes the person is like really dropping hints. Like horrendously dropping hints, and everyone around you, like, it is just like, he likes you. And I've had this happen a couple times, and at least one of those times, the person ended up just like being fucking around because it was fun, and there was really nothing happening. But like, it Like I'll see that and be like, you like me? And they'll be like, no. And I'm like, wait, so am I reading this wrong? And then I'll try again. You like me? And they're like, no. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm stupid. Maybe they don't like me. And then later on, hop, skip, and a jump later. So you're telling me you like me. Okay, so a while ago when I asked you if you like me, yeah, I did. I'm like, I thought I was stupid. You made me feel stupid. How could you?
Man. Where's Dance's universe before the Big Bang? Yes, like a lot of us guys are. Yeah, not every guy. I will say, not every guy is dense. But here's the thing: is like at least I know a lot of men can relate to this. When it's like when we have a crush on someone, at least when we're younger, we don't really want to confess right away. We want to figure out, you know, for one, a guy wants to make sure, is she single, and secondly, is she actually open to wanting a relationship? Because you never know, someone could just be wanting to be single. For us guys, a lot of us don't know how to ask, hey, are you single? And I gotta be honest, the easiest way is to try and do it casually. Like, I think this could also be applied to girls too. If you're trying to find out if a guy is single, for one, honestly though, a guy, if you ask him, hey, are you single? Not only will he probably give you the answer, but a word of warning, he probably will get that thing in his head like, wait, is she wanting to date me? Why is she asking if I'm single? Hello?
I'm afraid to ask if someone's single because it just feels like if they don't like me, they're going to be like, let me just make this real clear to you. You are not attractive to me. Go put yourself in a dumpster right now. How dare you ask me that? I don't have a girlfriend, but no, never with you. I'm jumping the gun here.
Yeah.
It's like, it's my own anxiety. I'm just like, oh, they're gonna be really mean to me if I ask. So I'm not gonna be like, hey, are you single? I'm gonna be like, so I'm trying to buy this cup of coffee. Well, if you were hypothetically, I mean, this is me asking you out, but if you were my boyfriend, don't be afraid of the word boyfriend, please. What would you get me?
Exactly. No, I can relate to that. And the thing is, that has been me for years. But I want to tell a story to both your community and mine, because both are here right now, and I'm very grateful for that. So,
hello.
When back in 2020, I landed a job at a game testing company. I can't discuss what I was doing at the company just because I signed an NDA, but what I will tell you is that I was offered the position of a supervisor, so I had the chance to get a pay raise and actually have more responsibility, but I fucked it up. Let me explain why. So the guy that was interviewing me was like, "Do you think you are ready to he's like, do you think you are ready to train new people and help and also tell them what to do or whatever?" And he actually, I'm not sure if it was supervisor or if I was gonna become a tutor, but either way, I was gonna get a pay raise basically if I could have. And here's what I said. I said this. I said, I want you to tell me when you think I'm ready. And he says, nope, you fail. You do not get to become a supervisor. You do not get this position. Because it's not up to me and if you're ready. You have to be confident in yourself. You need to be confident in who you are and your skills before you can train other people. Because you got to be confident in yourself before you can be confident teaching. So you are not ready. The fact you doubt yourself and you have to look for other people's permission other people's acknowledgements means that you are not ready for this. And that stuck with me because I think this can apply to both men and women. It's just in life, you have to have confidence, not ego. There is such thing as ego. If you take confidence too far, it's ego. But you need to be confident in yourself, or else you're gonna look like an idiot, and you're not gonna. And so, one thing I've learned as a skill from since then is I've been teaching myself be more confident, because confidence looks better on you. It's like a suit, or a dress. You're putting on a suit or a dress that looks amazing. If you come in and you're like, "Hey, I like you," or if you come in and you're like, or if you ask a friend, you're like, "Hey, just curious, are you single?" You know, or you could even ask even better. You could be like, "Hey, you know, are you currently in a long-term relationship with someone? Like, how's that going?" You can be very casual about it, but you gotta be more confident. You can't be like me 3 years ago, who would probably go up to a group like, hey, are you single? Are you available? You gotta grow up. You gotta grow a pair. Woo.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I have tried to be confident before, like in a very unconfident state. I've tried to be confident before, and it comes off as me being a cocky asshole, which is not in my blood. I don't think it is. Not unironically, anyway. And then, like, I just didn't know how to be confident because I'm like, okay, but when I'm confident, I just sound like I know everything. I'm the best. I know exactly what I'm doing. Everybody should listen to me because I'm the smartest one here. And it's just like, no, I don't. No, I'm not.
Oh yeah.
Squid
is very correct. It's often said that confidence is an attractive trait. It's difficult to strike that balance between confidence and ego, though. Exactly. The big thing to note there is just, you know, you gotta know when you're stepping over a line. You gotta like know what is. And sometimes it's a learning lesson. It takes a lot of learning. You got to keep in mind, who is talking right now is someone who is autistic and ADHD and is pretty much faking his whole life trying to be a functioning member of society. And I know in many ways I fail, but I'm trying my hardest to find out what it is to be normal in this day and age. And
yeah,
it's hard. It can be hard.
Everyone has their own rules, so sometimes like you could be completely yourself thinking you're a fuck up and someone will be like, oh no, you're totally fine, you're okay. And sometimes you can think you're playing the rules completely well and someone can look at me like, what the fuck?
Well, a great example of this is the fact that there was an old man, right, who opened a door for like a 25-year-old lady. You know, she's like, you know, in her mid-20s, and he's like in his 60s, and she went off on him. She's like, you don't need to open the door for me. I'm not helpless. Yeah. She went off on him, and he was just trying to be kind. It's not a sexist thing. He was just trying to be kind, but she started accusing him of being sexist towards women for just holding a door. This is why you can't please everyone. You can't please everyone, and so you shouldn't worry about it, because you want to know what you should do? Be yourself. And like, yes, in some aspects, some people you need to hide aspects of yourself, because some people are just gonna want to hurt you. But a lot of times,
I can't dream of a single person who fits the bill.
What are you? Do you have someone in mind?
Well, I'm not gonna name any names, but I can only dream of one person who needs to tone down whatever's going on in their life. Hint, hint.
Hint, hint.
I'm like kind of referring to the Dream Gumball Watterson drama.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know anything about the guy. But I know that he's not the best. And supposedly, like, even though what's his name, Nicholas, Gumball's VA, said a bad word that normally the whole internet would be like, oh my god, they said that word, that's bad. The whole internet like backed him up because it was him against Dream.
Yep.
But yeah, some people are really like, no, you really do need to tone that down.
Exactly.
Stop.
Exactly, and that's why it's like you can't please everyone, and some people aren't gonna like you. The most important thing is, you know, whether it's friendships or you're trying to get a boyfriend or girlfriend, whoever, or you know, anything. If you're trying to get a romantic partner or a friendship, be genuine. Because here's the thing, don't put on a mask to please someone. I'm gonna say that right now. Don't put on a mask, because here's the thing. If you have to pretend to be someone you're not to please someone, they're not going to like who you really are. And that's going to be constant stress is, what if they find out who I really am? That's not healthy. Instead, you want friends who support or bosses who uplift you. You want people in your life who uplift you and who you are and what you're interested in. And if you don't have that, it's not a good thing. You need to cut those people out of your life who are going to not like you for who you are. And also,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had a falling out with someone just because I've been like, you are so damn afraid of just being yourself when, like, I know yourself, and if you would learn to be more of yourself, then maybe you'd be more comfortable in your own skin, and maybe the things that you're afraid of wouldn't happen. But you're just the whole issue is you're just trying to put on an act. And that's what's landing you into issues. Why can't you be more like my friend who's as authentic about himself as I am?
Yeah, exactly.
Basically.
Be authentic, be yourself. Because here's the thing. People are probably going to like you for who you are. And if they don't, you might need to do some self-reflection and fix yourself. Like, I'm going to be really honest. If you have to manipulate people into liking you, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
You should go out of your way to just try and make people like you for who you are. Surround yourself by people who like you.
I don't even know if it was like, I don't know. I genuinely don't. It's just like, just stop like making yourself seem like there's nothing, there's no human being behind your face. Just be a human being with a face. Exactly. That's all I ask. Don't be afraid of your face.
And that's why
don't be afraid of the human.
Yeah. And that's why, honestly, again, communication is very important in any relationship, romantic or just friendship-wise. You know, whether it's you're trying, like, you gotta be, like, that doesn't mean it has to be frequent, but you have to talk and be, like, open with someone. If you have a problem with them, you confront them. Like, I know I'm not someone who likes confrontation, but if you have a problem, it's so much easier just to be like, hey, I gotta talk to you about a problem I have with you. And get that over with rather than trying to bury it or ignore it, because it's just gonna become a bigger and bigger issue. So you want to confront them, and like that way you can talk about it, or maybe you just realize, hey, maybe we just aren't good people around each other, so let's just distance ourselves. Or maybe you realize that person just isn't good for you. Like, you have a talk and they keep doing what they're doing, and you like, despite how many chances you give them, and eventually just realize that you're not healthy for me, I have to get away from you.
Yeah, I'm not really somebody who will cut someone off for no reason, or like at the slightest hint or the first hint. But if someone was really like, I just can't anymore, then I'm like, no.
Oh, I give people too many chances. It's like, it takes something drastic for me if it's something very drastic, it's for me to just do it at the drop of a hat. For instance, like a friend of mine who said some very mean things during Pride Month that I did not support, so I just cut him out of my friendship completely. Because, yeah, like, there are certain things that if you do, I will cut you out. Like, just because it is too much. But I give chances upon chances, and especially, like, if I can communicate with someone about the problems I'm facing, and they're trying to fix what the problem is, you know, I'll keep giving the chances to better themselves, because people can always, fix the problems they have throughout their life. Mistakes are something to be learned from.
There's a TikTok I really like. So, earlier this year, I binge watched South Park. I haven't really watched anything more than just a couple clips, but because it was all over TikTok, I'm just like, fine, I'll watch it. Are you happy? And I understand just what a little shit Eric Cartman is. And I love Kyle. I'm forgetting Kyle's last name, and I'm so sad about that because I love him so much. And I just see this, like, have you watched any of South Park?
Not much. I'm not a big South Park fan.
Basically, of everybody who hates Cartman, Kyle hates Cartman the most. Bravlowski, thank you. I hate that I messed up. Anyway, like, they will always, like, get into arguments, fights, whatever. And because, rightfully so, Cartman is kind of a piece of shit. And I watched the Steven Universe movie. I don't know if you did. And there's this one TikTok I have of, like, Kyle taking off his hat, his gloves, everything, like, ready for a fight. Meanwhile, Cartman's just here, like, you can make it different. You can make it right. You can make it better. We don't have to fight. Meanwhile, he's about to get his ass kicked.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's what it reminds me of. Like, yes, I'm a terrible person who tried to recreate the bad thing in history, who tried to do many things, many bad things that are beyond human comprehension. And yet, let's just be friends, Kat. Let's be friends. We can talk it out. Give me a hug. Give me a hug, Kat. Man gets his ass kicked.
And the thing is, when it comes to those to people, like, and just being yourself, honesty and all that, I think that's better in terms of just being yourself. Like, I will say, like, being able to be myself has been the most freeing thing on the internet, because for the longest time I just felt like I was being judged by people IRL, whereas online I feel like I can surround myself by people who won't judge me as harshly. Because there's more of a lens you look through with the internet, like, because you realize with the internet people you don't have to worry about them judging as much, because if they do, you can just block them.
Yeah.
Which is very nice to have that option. And that's why, for me, I'm very open about who I am. You know, the fact that, you know, I'm just proudly proclaiming that, hey, you know, I want to be a bottom. Someone come along and dom me, please.
If I could move my model, I swear to God. Can I? Am I able to?
I don't think so right now, no.
Not on your end.
She wants to come over and try and dom me, apparently.
I can't move. Help! Help! I can't move!
Oh my goodness. What are you trying to do? That's why
I'm a bottom. I can't do anything. What's the safe word?
Oh boy. But and also I'm very, like, I try not to hide much of myself. Like, also the fact, you know, I'm a guy who's into feet. I'm very open about that.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
One of my best friends is
thank you,
feet,
Captain Wilson.
Like, cool.
Hello. Hey, nice.
Yeah, a couple of them actually.
Yeah, and
One of them in the VTubing community.
I feel like there's a lot more people in the VTuber community who are like coming out as being feet people.
I think with any kink, like, look, it is totally fine as long as you're not hurting anyone. But then you have to put the asterisk: don't be creepy, even if you don't have any.
Well, yeah,
like,
okay,
anything weird. Kinks, people, stop. People.
And the thing is, that can also just go to regular people in general. The whole don't be a creep. It's like, yeah, here's the thing: lewd people exist. There are lewd tubers, or even just people who have a high sex drive. Sure, that's fine. And, you know, and maybe a friend will be comfortable sharing that with you. But just don't go up to somebody and be like, hey, you want to see what I look like down below? It's like, no, you're fucking creepy. Get out of here. What the fuck is wrong with you?
And, yeah, having a certain interest or kink does not inherently make you weird. But now I'm going to take my favorite boy, my pride and joy, the love of my life, Sanji from One Piece. And, like, as an example, if you're out here, like, you can, like, you personally can be a boob man. And it's like, that is totally respectful. You've been a respectful friend to me. Now, if you take the love of my life over here, and you're about as bad post-time skip as you've been, and you're just like, you have titties. I like that in a girl.
Yeah, no, that's too much. Like, yeah,
that's like, I think you need a nap, some therapy, maybe a coma.
Yeah, I mean, even for, like, I know some people have greatly disagreed, but even as a guy, like, at least for me, because the thing is, I very much am someone who values a connection with someone. If somebody just randomly comes into my DMs and is just, like, trying to force me to buy pictures of them, even if it was a woman, I just be like, what the get out of here. Why are you talking to me like this? It's like, no.
I've gotten way too many DMs of, like, and they're bots, obviously, of, like, she just turned 18, go subscribe to her only. First of all, not the kind of marketing that I like. Sure, someone does, but I judge. Like, if that's the marketing you have, don't like that. That I don't make me follow someone whose whole thing is, I am just old enough to be legally.
Oh, there's a VTuber. There's a VTuber who just got, like, heavily canceled. Pretty sure their name was Layla the Witch, and they were just being canceled because they were going around to a bunch of lewd streamers, and they were being like, oh, like, trying to be in the communities and join the NSFW section, but they would publicly say, oh, in like 2 months I'll be 18. I'll be 18 in 2 months, so I can be here. And they would actively try and be lewd with people online. It's like, no, you are not at the age of consent.
I do not consent for you to be in this community, please. No,
get out of here. And, like, there was also recently a guy got called out who actually was apparently affecting one of my friends, so she's apparently a victim of this guy. His name was Corvus Shadow, and apparently a bunch of female VTubers came out and publicly ousted him because he would lead them on into thinking that he wanted, or like that he could have a romantic relationship with them, but he would just use them for whenever he was horny. He'd join calls even if they're trying to stream a game, and he'd be trying his hardest to get them horny so he could go have a private call with them and go be horny with them. And he was ousted for just basically using female streamers as a way to try and get himself off. And he'd be very abusive about too. If they refused, he would like scream at them, it sounds like, and just be horrible to them.
I was in a call once, not a call. I was in a stream once with a group, and this is why I have private channels for collabing if I'm not just DMing with someone. Because yeah, I have been in a stream call once where like a bunch of, I don't know if they were bots or just people hate rating, like actual people hate rating, and join the voice chat live on stream. It was like this very loud noise. We couldn't even understand what was saying until like a few seconds in, we realized live on Twitch was just screaming the N-word over and over and over as if it was like a robot programmed to do this, and we couldn't save the bot. So yeah, this is why I have like private access stream channels with people I know and trust in my server, because I want to be able to avoid hate raids, and also the occasional like weirdo, awkward like mid-stream, hey, can I join? I want to talk about my favorite. Oh, so this happened today. Now, if it's my friends, if I know you, if you're my friend, totally even cool. I can stop and be like, yo, that's great.
Even worse is when they join and they go and then they sound like, oh, hello, I want to play games with you. Let me play a game. I want to play Fortnite with you. Play Fortnite. Come on. Yeah, no, there's a reason I try not to interact with squeakers. I'm sorry.
Squeakers. I've never heard that term.
If you play, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's been around for a long time, but it's just a term for kids who are way too young to be on the internet.
I thought you meant like people who squeak. Like, you mean like me? You mean like me and my squeaky voice? No.
Well, no, I think those are fine to a degree. Although I kind of have one of my exes did like the lolly voice for fun, and that just traumatized me because it's just I'm not a fan. Whenever a girl talks to me like in the woo, like, oh hi, I'm gonna be like, it's just like it's cringe.
Did I weird you out?
No, not you, no. Also, you kind of did it in a jokingly way.
Like, yeah, I'll do it in a jokingly.
You sounded more like a smoker, by the way.
Like, I won't full time unless it's for a bit or something. Be like, Genesis, can you please let me please?
Now that is the stuff. And there are people who generally do that on the internet, and like that is just their whole personality. I can't stand that anymore. I can't.
I tried to have that voice. My voice is too deep to be cute. I'm sorry.
It's like for me. I'm more drawn to the sultry, like, you know, like the voices, like when a girl has like that late night waitress, like, oh, hello there, son.
Do I have that voice?
Yeah, you have like the ray of sunshine voice.
Ah, thank you. I've been asked before, like, Taylor, why are you doing that voice? Taylor, why do you sound seductive right now? And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Normal voice is always cuter. Typically, yeah, I mean, look at Snuffy. She was doing a cutesy voice for the longest time, and then when she revealed her actual voice, it was like, oh my god, damn! Snuffy's true voice reveal was crazy at the time.
Like I was saying, so like if it's my friends coming in like, hey Tay, can we play Fortnite? I'll be like, no, I don't want to play Fortnite, but like, you know, maybe one day with you, because you're cool. You're my. But if it's like someone I haven't spoken like more than 2 sentences with in my whole life, doing and saying the same thing, then it's like, maybe one day, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Like, friends, totally forgiving, love you to death, would do anything for you, adore you. Anyone that I don't know that well, who kind of just has to kind of midstream say that kind of thing, then I'm just like,
yeah, exactly.
How do I get myself out of this?
Oh yeah, no, I totally get it. And also, and I want to say right now, streaming is not a place to like while you're live is not a good time to let people in a call who are either have a very, how do I explain this? So when people are like very very lewd personalities, you got to be careful, because if they come into a stream and they try and talk all seductive to you, it's kind of awkward. If you're a couple, maybe that's fine. That could be cute, you know? And like,
or if you're just that kind of friend.
yeah, but a lot of time, if you come in and you bring an energy that is, if the stream is trying to be funny and entertaining, and you bring an energy to bring it either to depression levels or you try to bring it to horny levels, it's like, no, they're trying to be an entertainer. Don't come in and make that awkward.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like even with this stream, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna be like, hey, you wanna kiss? Anyway, and then completely just change the subject back to, now let's get back on track, because this is a one-off joke, and I don't want to like be weird about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think also, what's funny is, from what I've learned, by the way, I know this kind of goes back to the whole thing about talk about subs, you know, and doms, subs, tops, bottoms, and all that. But from what I've seen, it seems like a lot of autistic people like to be submissive more than dominant.
What are you trying to say?
I think that a lot of
What are you trying to say?
like, hey, I have autism. I don't know if you do, but
I have no idea.
but when
Maybe?
it comes,
But I have no idea.
maybe not diagnosed.
Oh.
Oh, TLDR, read the room. Exactly. That
Yeah.
to sum up the last conversation we had. Yeah, read the room. Also, I saw that vamp. How to make me cringe. New thing that I missed. I'd rather you try to fluster me than make me cringe. In all honesty, that's what I'd rather. Oh my goodness.
Hi, brother. Who's your brother?
Brother? What?
Oh, I thought you said that's my brother, and I was
I
like
said
looking in
vamp.
the comments like,
I just said vamp.
oh,
Because that's
Hi,
a
vamp.
vamp kitten. Vampy. Oh man.
Adorable.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just a baka. You're right. Not you. Yeah.
I do want to bring up an interesting topic, because I'm very curious. What is your
Ah.
opinion on poly relationships?
I can't do it. If you can do it, good for you. I can't. That's my opinion.
And what's your reasoning behind it? Because I agree with you. I can't do it. It would take some heavy convincing from two people to make me consider it. Like, they'd have to have a talk and then have a talk with me. Because I don't want to be the person trying to initiate that.
My version of a poly relationship is, this is my friend who I would kiss. This is also my friend who I would kiss. This is also my friend who I would kiss. We are in a poly relationship. Like, I would say that ironically, not like hopefully not giving a bad name to people with actual poly relationships. But if I am in a relationship TM, I just want me and that one person. I'm kind of a jealous person. I want that person to myself. I want to be theirs and theirs alone. And yeah, a very one-to-one mindset.
And I agree with you there. And that's what's funny is, so I'm not friends with them anymore because I found out they were not a good person. But someone I met on VR chat who was in a poly relationship told me a very interesting piece of advice which clicked for me. They are someone who, the only reason poly relationships work for them is because they are not jealous. They do not get jealous of their partner being with other people, because they just the fact their partner's happy makes them happy. Which I was like, oh damn, you explained that. It makes sense to me. I could never do that, but it makes sense because I am a jealous guy. If I see a guy hitting on my partner, I get angry. Not like not the kind, like I might beat them up, but it's like oh my god, stay away from her. It's like I want her to myself, you know?
Yeah. And what I don't like about like poly relationships, open relationships, not the healthy ones, the unhealthy ones where like there is an imbalance clearly, I have seen and avoided the possibility of, is it alright if I just, you know, have sex with whoever I want? But I mean, like, you're mine and it's gonna stay that way. And I could never do that. And if both parties are 100% okay with it, cool. But if they're not, that relationship is gonna go south.
Yeah.
Because like if there's an imbalance anywhere, like, no, you're fucked. No.
And here's the thing. So right now I'm single, right? And I'm a flirty guy. I flirt with like, for one, it's because I'm single. But I'm the kind of guy that I don't want to be single. I don't want to flirt with a lot of people. It's like I want someone to purposely come into my life and be like, eyes on me, eyes on me, bucko. You look at me. Like, I want them to be the kind of person who makes me obsessed with them, I guess. I want them to give me a reason to be like, to keep. It's like they don't, and it's not hard. It's like I want them to make me feel like they just want me to pay attention to them. Because otherwise, because if I feel like my partner wants me to just focus on them, to a healthy degree, where it's like I literally can go up to them and I could be like, hey, I'm sad, or like I'm like, I want to talk to you about this. Or it's like, if you're, say, you're feeling down bad, right? And I want to be able to go like, hey, I'm in the mood. Like, I want to be able to tell my partner that. I want to be honest with them, and I want to just want to tell them that, like, I want to be able to be open communication with my... Sorry if it's like a rant. It's just, it's something I keep thinking about. It's like, I want a relationship where my partner wants me as much as I want them, and it's to, like, I would probably be the idiot who would date a yandere. I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather date a yandere than be in a poly relationship. It'd be so much easier to be with a yandere, I feel like, than in a poly relationship. Because they got an upkeep that takes being with two people and trying to make them happy.
I'm trying to make me happy.
Exactly, that too. It's like, because you gotta also balance your own happiness.
Yeah, to counter what you said, I want to be able to tell my partner everything. First of all, like, I like the freedom of being able to, like, flirt with this person, flirt with that person. It's fun, it's cool, it's great. But yeah, at the end of the day, I do want a my person kind of person.
Yeah.
I want a one-on-one sort of thing. Like, I want to be able to have that fun and, like, say, you know what, I did this in my life. It was great. These are my best friends. I would smooch each and every one of them because, come here. On the other hand, I'd want to be like, at the end of the day, this is my one person. This is the only person I kiss. This is the only person I want to, And where was I going with this? I want to be able to tell my partner everything, like, or anything. At the same time, like, there are just certain things, like, if I did want to get down bad with them, I don't want them to be like, you are going to have to tell me in words. Because, like, based on, if you know your person, you're going to know the cues that they give you and be like, oh, that means he wants this. That means she wants to do that, or she's feeling this way. I should do this. I understand them. Let's fuck.
No means no, exactly. You're not wrong.
No means no, and these cues that they generally put down for just about anything, I understand what they mean because I pay attention to this person.
I don't know if I would agree with what you said there, Kellen, but poly's honestly only for those who like to cheat. Here's what I think. Poly's for the people who...
Oh, I didn't say it's for people who like to cheat.
No. We didn't say that. We didn't say that. It's Kellen who said that. My friend in chat,
Oh, okay.
Kellen.
I thought... Okay.
Yeah, no.
Gotcha.
And the reason why I disagree with him there is poly relationships are people who don't have jealousy. They just want their partner to be happy. And in my opinion, the people who are the best communicators... As well, the ones who have healthy relationships, the ones who have healthy relationships, the ones who are like, they communicate, they're like, hey, I want to bang this other person. Is that okay? And they can absolutely ask their partner that, and their partner will actually think about it and consider it. That is a healthy poly relationship. Now, I'm just saying, I can't do that. For me personally, if I'm in the mood, or if I feel feelings towards another person, I will go tell my partner maybe that, hey, I felt this way about this person, just so they could be like, okay, well, let me give you more reason to focus on me. If that makes sense. It's like, I don't know, because I don't want to hurt my partner. I want them, I guess, if I'm honest with my partner, I want them to be able to round me up and focus back on them, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, you want a good, healthy relationship, and when you say that and understand that with any relationship, you'll know what that means. Because if you're in a relationship where you love someone and there's just something in you that's like, I have to be on top of them because otherwise something might happen, that's a bad sign.
Yeah,
that's not something you can just talk through.
And yeah, Kellen, that's why, again, like, that's how a poly works. Whoever's added the circle, they are dating the circle. Yeah, everyone is dating everyone. That is what a poly is. Open relationships are more what I described. So, like, but poly is a matter of everyone is dating each other. That is poly. And that's why I won't say it's for cheaters. It's just a unique relationship that works for some people. it's like, and a lot of people don't know that it works for them until they get into one. I just feel like I never could, and I don't want one. I want a partner who just makes me feel like that I can just shower them with all of my being, and they will be happy with that. Because I'm obsessive. I'm an obsessive person, and I'm clingy. I will outright admit that. I'm someone who is like, I will wake up and think about you. I will think about you throughout the day, and I'll think about you when I go to bed.
I just thought of something hilariously stupid.
What was it?
So my community likes to call me Stinky. And I'm just here, now that you mention it, I'm just here like, have you ever thought maybe I'm stinky because I've never taken a shower of affection?
No showers of affection. No showers of affection because she's stinky.
If you hate me, I smell so much, why don't you just kiss me?
And that's why I think it's really important to do searching and to communicate with people. Be like, this is what I want out of a relationship, and ask them outright. Like, it's why I try to confirm, hey, do you like clingy people? Because if you don't, you're not gonna like dating me, and vice versa. Because for me personally, I've been with a partner who was way too clingy, who to the point where I'm an introvert most of the time. Like, I'm an ambivert, but my partner was constantly nagging me to come join them. Hold on, my music stopped. They wanted me.
Damn, I wish I had a partner who would nag me to come anyway.
Oh my god. I wish. You and me both. You and me both. But no, what I meant is like they're constantly nagging me to come join friends, like play Among Us, to do that. But I would and I will do that of my own accord because I have a social battery that has a limit. I don't constantly want to hang out with my friends, and it's not on them. It's just sometimes I just want to be by myself. Maybe I just want to go watch Invincible, you know? Or maybe I just want to go play Starfield or Baldur's Gate by myself, you know? Maybe I want to go bang Karlach. Don't judge me, okay? And so when it comes to that, I know that there's limits, but I still want someone who's clingy, because I am someone who I constantly, I know I say confidence is important, but I constantly question my self-worth. I question if I'm worthy of the partner I'm with. And so having a partner who constantly showers me with affection, which is what I want to shower them with, it feels healthy. It's like we can be obsessed about each other and know that we're not going to cheat because we'll talk about it. If we ever have a moment of questioning like our ability to be loyal, we'll talk to each other about it, like, hey, I had a moment of weakness, and we'll talk about it and not get mad at each other. It's like, because here's the thing. Lust is one of the 7 deadly sins, and it's something you can't control. You might lust for someone while you're with a partner, and I want a partner who I can talk to that openly be with, and not hurt their feelings and make them feel like they're not enough for me. Because the reason I want to be able to bring it up is because they are enough for me, and I want to be like, I had this feeling, and I feel bad. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel that way too. I do feel like, oh, what if I don't deserve this person? What if I'm not good enough for this person? But then objectively, when it's not you involved, you remember that you should be feeling more like, does this person deserve me? Can this person live up to my standards? Also, VBot, shut up. When he's like, we shower her with affection, she just stinky. Shut up. Stop.
Oh my god.
Yeah, my community's mean to me. They just like to call me stinky. Hey, you want to join my community? You're too nice.
Hey, Vane. Nice. This has become... hey, Vane, you've joined into the episode of my talk show that's all about relationships. And I think it's because me and Tay are both single, and we're just...
Is that why I'm here?
No, it's not. It's not, because honestly, I wanted to collab with you since I saw your design, because it looked cute, and then tuned into some of your streams, and I thought, oh, she's a cute personality.
Yeah, I'm surprised you also asked me to collab because I like very sporadically streamed since March. I'm gonna say, yeah, since March. So I'm just here like, am I off the radar?
For me, here's the thing. I like talking to people, like, and you know that it doesn't matter who they are. That's why I like this talk show rather than gaming. I can just talk.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just didn't know people knew I existed unless they knew me beforehand or had seen me around beforehand.
Yeah. Let's see. Also, I want to quickly catch up on chat. Let's see. Holy shit, Jen, I think you and I are the same person. You just know how to word things where I can't. Dude, I honestly, here's the thing. It's just because I think I'm saying things that some people are scared to talk about, especially for guys who are scared of fucking up a relationship. Because I'll be honest, like guys are probably more like I know that we always talk about women cheating, but I think guys are honestly more prone to cheating because we give into lust more. I think personally, I could be wrong. Maybe it's equal. Maybe if there was test results, it's equal. But I'm someone who's like, I don't want to hurt my partner. So if I ever have thoughts of cheating, I want to be able to tell them. That way they can help me get rid of those thoughts, if that makes sense. Like wipe them away. I don't know. Because I want to be loyal. Because the last thing I want to do is hurt my partner. Because I want to make them happy. Like, that's literally the reason I date, is because I love seeing... It's the reason I make friends. I like putting smiles on people's faces. It's the reason I stream. I'm here to make people smile. It's the reason I make music. I want to have a good time. Because there's enough bad in the world. I do, yeah. Well, yeah, I showed you, remember?
See, I was under the assumption that it was just, like, the vocals. Because I'm not used to... I don't know.
No, that instrumental is mine, too.
Music. Yo, Stabby's following you now.
Thank you very much. Thank you. But yeah, the instrumental I showed you and the nice singing, that whole cover is all recreated by me.
Maybe I should pick up a making program. Jesus Christ. It'll be like the Live 2D where I know next to nothing about it.
It took a long time. I've been messing with programs since like 2017, if not 16, maybe a little later. I've been messing with it for years, at least 4 years, so it took a lot of training. Also,
do you have a link to your music anywhere that you could post in chat?
My YouTube channel. That is where you can find a lot of my music. I can go grab the playlist just a sec. I'll link it. I want to just quickly catch up on chat, though, because it's gone by quite quick. So, Kellen said, people are looking for a relationship. People looking for a relationship don't like clingy people. Sorry, but the truth of a relationship is a life partner with independence. And I will say I both agree and disagree with that. Because for me, I like being independent, but I want a partner who makes me feel like they want me. Because a lot of the time, I feel like people don't want me around. So having someone who constantly validates me and makes me feel wanted is something I want. That's my opinion.
I want someone who's okay with me being clingy, because I'm someone who will like cling to your arm and never let go and be like, I love you.
Exactly. And let's see. I 100% agree. Let's see. V also said, part of me was going to make joking response, I can help you with that, Tay, and I'm sure she knows kidding, but also feels kind of sleazy to do that sort of flirt, especially in front of other people. You know, that's fair. That's fair.
You can help me with what? You can help me with
what? Maybe being single.
Stop it!
Let's see. And then, let's see.
He built my PC. He's pretty great.
Sounds pretty great. Yeah, it looks like I very appreciate him being in my chatting. I always appreciate people who come in and offer a lot of cool opinions. Let's see.
He is the coolest.
Vane also said, I'm sick, feel like I might have COVID, so I'm here to chill watch you. I hope you feel better, Vane. That sucks. But I'm glad to have you here. And then D Grant says, you know what the most attractive thing about another individual is? It's when you're living life happily. Exactly. When the other person is living their own life and they're happy with their life, you know, that's honestly more attractive to me than anything. Because I've been with partners who are so unhappy with their lives, and I personally want to find someone who's happy with their life and just is willing to let me in and become a part of that happiness. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Everyone should... I've always been told, like, you need to be happy with yourself before you... Which, like, doesn't mean that you don't deserve to be with someone unless you're happy. It's just the ideal. It's just the ideal that you're happy before you're with someone. So, like... Then you become double happy when you're with someone, if that's what you want, and then you just ascend.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to quickly look for my playlist as my music just for chat. Where are you? Here it is. Music by Act Genesis. Let me grab the playlist. I will post it in chat. Let me just make sure it's on going to Twitch and not YouTube. Here is the link to my YouTube playlist that has my music, for those of you who want to check it out. I have 2 covers I plan to release soon. One, I'm actually getting a really cool artwork made for it because I want to actually do a really big release on that.
I'm subscribed. Let's go.
Thank you, thank you. And also, let me, let's see. I'm going to also read real quick. Vane says, definitely. I've been cheated on like 5 times. It's absolutely horrible, and the pain never really goes away. Like, you get over it, but it still hurts knowing someone thought I wasn't good enough. And that's my thing. That's why I want to be open about it. Because here's the thing. It's not a matter, it's like, I don't want my partner to feel like they're not good enough. I want them to be good enough, which I will talk to them about any problems. I want them to, like, because if I can openly talk to them, I want to, like, feel an obsession with them, if that makes sense. A healthy obsession where I can just keep my eyes on them.
I want the kind of relationship where it's like, I respect that you're going to the store. I'm going to the arcade. Let's have fun on our own. But I miss you, and I'm gonna text you the whole time.
Exactly, and I'm a very big, like, I love someone who looks through. If I send you 5 messages, because I will send multiple messages. If you read through every message, reply to everything I asked, it just that is like, oh my god, my heart melts. It's like, if you are willing to read everything about my ADHD brain is willing to send you, you have my heart.
I once wasn't talking to someone for a bit, and then when we got back in touch, I was like, so I made a photo album of all the memes I wanted to show you. Here's 24 at a time.
Oh man.
I love you.
Oh man, and let's see. Also, I think it's really great of you to have those thoughts that you'll talk about things, work on things. Exactly. That's why it's like, the biggest thing I have is like, I'm not trying to put the fear that I will cheat into someone, because I don't. It's like, I don't plan to. I don't want to. Because the thing is, I kind of had. I'm not gonna talk about it on stream because people might track her down, and I don't want that. Because she's also a streamer. I felt she basically kind of, it felt like she ghosted me just so she could make me break up with her so she could go date a guy she met while ghosting me. So
Ooh.
It really hurt my heart. It felt like, almost like cheating. So that's why I can't cheat. I don't want to cheat. I just want to be able to, like, I want to just be open about anything. Talk to my partner about the things that I can't be open about with anyone else. Just like, these are all my thoughts. This is my brain that is like crazy and convoluted. Help me untangle it a little bit. Let's work together. Let's see. Most people cheat because they lose connection to the one they are with. Either not enough time for each other or not enough communication. And people either get that from someone else or seek it from someone else. That's exactly. And I can see why that happens. I can totally see that, because like, if I put myself in a position, if my partner, if I'm really wanting to talk to them, and I can't, or if I really want to spend time with them and I can't, and we're not able to, and I'm not able to communicate that openly, I probably would go somewhere else for more affection, or I would probably, here's the thing, I wouldn't cheat, I'd probably break up. I'll be honest. If I can't get enough affection out of someone, or if I like, it's not like, it doesn't have to be 24/7, but I'm sort of, I'm a very words of affirmation oriented person. I love to talk to my partner. You know? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm a very words of affirmation, show of affection kind of person. So like, someone who is like, if somebody tells me the same old, oh yeah, no, I like you, you're great, that they would for me even before we're dating, then it's like, that's it. Like, that just feels like a very lukewarm to me. But if somebody's automatically like on their own just bullying me, like F you, Taylor, you suck, get shit on, shit like that. And then like, when they're trying to be nice to me, they're like, I am so proud of you. You are so nice. You are so pretty. That's a tonal change. That is a very specific, I want you to know that I have positive feelings for you and this is not a joke. And then I'm like, where did this come from? Stop it.
Yeah,
you're making me feel things.
Also, Thanatos, thank you for coming out to the stream. Yes, this is a talk show. It just happens that the one you tuned into is, like, me and Tay here have just been kind of deciding to just talk about relationships, because we're both kind of, I think it's because we're both single and have we're very passionate about the idea of love. It's just like, it's a very interesting, it's fun to talk about with someone.
Yeah. I don't even know how we got to this point in the thingy.
Hey, you know what? I'm fine with it. It's been fun.
Yeah, it's one of those like how did we get here sort of topics, but yeah, it's been fun.
It's here's the thing is I feel like what people everyone looks for something different in a relationship, right? Everyone does, and I think that's why it's important to discuss it, especially with someone you are interested in. If you end up meeting someone you are really interested in, talk to them. You know, like you got to ask them, hey, what are you looking for? What like, and what kind of things would hurt you? Because also, I will say this because I'm a very open book. I like to be honest. I do keep secrets. If someone asks me to keep secrets, I do not break promises. But I'm someone who because I'm autistic and have ADHD, sometimes I don't think before I speak. And I will say something and my partner will get hurt by it, and I don't intend for it to hurt, but it does hurt them. And then I kind of have to figure out how to heal them, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
I'm not here to hurt. I just said the wrong thing.
Like, I don't want to come in and have to fix someone in the sense that, like, if they're the kind of person who is just not in the place of their life that I need them to be, genuine, like to a concerning level, then I can't. But if it's someone
That's
who
fair.
just needs a little TLC, needs a little TLC, I will be there for you.
And what's funny is, I think the reason we're vibing so well, I'm pretty sure you and me are the I can fix him or I can fix her kind of people.
No, I am. So when someone comes in and is like, I am going to take care of you, and I'm like, no, you're not. No, yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, I am. And then they take care of me. I'm just like,
I'm very much the I can fix, like I'm the I can fix her kind of guy. I've heavily because I do this all the time. I've been doing this for my friends. If I see someone suffering, I reach out and I try and help. A lot of time it sucks because I will say the most painful thing is when you reach out and then the person just pushes you away. It's like I just want to help. If there's any way I can help, it's like it hurts to see you hurting so badly and that I can't do anything to help.
it's very important. If I can get a little I hope this doesn't make things awkward. This year for me was a shit show for quite a few reasons. So even platonically, my friends were there for me, and then there was no fixing Tay. She's wonderful enough. There's no fixing because I'm broken, Stabby. My friends were there for me, and there was no relationship in the picture. In fact, that's part of what broke me. But you know what? That was it was a very long getting punched in the face over and over kind of year. That was just a tiny speck of it. Including a couple of deaths in the family. That was it wasn't sudden, thankfully. It wasn't sudden. But my point is, there was no partner in the mix, but there were a lot of friends that I've had that have been there for a while who did still despite not being romantic partners, did take care of me, did show care, and we're going to be here for you, we're going to be present, even if you just want us to sit here and be silent and then throw in the word gamer every once in a while, just so you know that I'm here. If you want me to send you memes, that's totally fine. And I'm just I love and appreciate you. And even now I'm still getting messages I'm sorry, I don't know what to say, or I sorry I didn't I wasn't physically there, I didn't get you anything, I wasn't and I'm just you're here right now. You were there for me, even if you weren't proactively talking about it, quote unquote fixing it. You are here, you were there, and I love you for that. That meant the world to me, and that healed me more than you know. And yeah, like I said, that wasn't a romantic relationship, and it just meant the entire world. It meant the entire.
You gotta surround yourself by supportive friends who are there for you, even it doesn't matter who they are. Just support yourself with friendly people. And also, by the way, I've been meaning to actually I almost forgot. So since we're on the topic of you, let's talk about you a little bit more, the things you do, because you are into cosplay. and that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, you found out about that shit.
Why are you embarrassed?
I'm proud of it.
You are an amazing cosplayer. I'm pretty sure I
you.
saw a really cool Boo cosplay you did, like a Boo set.
Oh, yeah, you were following me for that. No, it's not that I'm feeling cringe over it at all. I'm very proud of like the last couple of years. I say couple of years. It's been like since 2019 that there have been bangers, like absolute bangers for cosplays. It's just that it's been so long since I've actually cosplayed for anything like seriously or anything that I'm just like, oh, how long have you known me for?
And I also hope that not just that you take pride in your cosplay, take pride also in your appearance. Because in general, because here's the thing, I've noticed a lot of VTubers, or just in general, a lot of online friends of mine are very, they don't like how they look. And I hope you take pride, because you are a very, very beautiful person, IRL. And I hope you know that.
Thank you. So if I could find it in one of my Discord chats, there was a kind of really, really nice picture in my Grookey cosplay from a few years ago that I didn't have the guts to post on Twitter, but I would DM it if I could find it. Oh well, I don't see it. And I can't like jump onto my phone too because, well, yeah. Ooh, I'm finding some pictures.
Kellen, you've not been paying attention to me, Kellen. I've been flirting all year because I just, you know what? I'm waiting till someone walks into my life and it's like, I want Jen.
I have been flirting all night. Jen, stop holding out on me. Jen! Have you seen my Tamamo cosplay? The red and pink one.
I think I might have. You might need to send me it.
Okay.
Let's see.
I don't know. Why don't you show me again?
Who is this cutie's name? This cutie's name is Tay or Taylor, but I can't speak. Her @ is currently in the title of the Twitch stream, so you could click on her name and go there. Also, you should be able to brain work if you're on the YouTube stream, which not a lot of people are, which kind of sucks because I do want help over there too. I need to get the watch time hours up.
I opened it up for you. I opened it up,
I appreciate it. It is in the description. Bro is throwing out 10 lines with loaded hooks for a bite. To be honest, I am. Because, and here's the thing. I don't want to rush a relationship, right? I will flirt with a lot of people. I'm throwing some lines out. I'm not wanting a poly relationship. The big thing is, you know, it's why dating exists. Dating is not a matter of you don't just go on dates with people you are, you know, quote unquote dating. You throw out hooks to see who you're compatible with. Because here, in my opinion, you shouldn't waste time trying to date. What's the word I'm looking for? Not how do I phrase this? You shouldn't waste someone else's time. You should. I think you really should get to know someone, get to know multiple people, and test your connections with them. And if there's someone you get along with more than the others, or who is like a more proactive about trying to get to know you, see where that goes. I'm not, you know, you don't have to rush into a relationship. Let's see where it goes. Because you are not taken yet. The other person's not taken. These other people aren't. You're allowed to go and just see who is out there. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Go see who's available. There's a lot of amazing people out there.
Hello?
Oh, man.
Okay, I can't find the Grookey cosplay I was talking about, but I sent you a few things.
I would trust it like that, but I'm deeply afraid of people because I have baseline belief and I'm bothered. LMAO makes sense though. Well, here's the thing. The biggest thing to me is I'm not trying to lead anyone on. There are like, I think there's one person in particular who is my biggest crush right now. She knows I have a big crush on her. The thing is, I'm not rushing a relationship with her because I know she's not ready for it yet. And also because I still want to make sure if she wants to date me, I'd rather her be the one who decides to go through with it. Because here's the thing. I want her to make sure she thinks I'm a good partner. And I want to also take some time to make sure if I think she's a good partner. That's why I'm not taken yet. That's why I've not asked her out. It's why I don't plan to for a while. Because, you know, like she's trying to make sure that she's ready for it. And let's see. Sometimes the only way to find the one is not by not looking at all. Yes, but not looking is extremely lonely. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
When I'm not looking for someone, I feel so sad. Genesis talked about his crush. Yes. And she yes, and she has DM'd me throughout this because she's a little jelly.
Oh, I want to meet her.
She's very sweet. She's very sweet. And it's like I'm not asking her out yet, and she's not asked me out yet. We're just seeing where it goes, you know? If we're just gonna be really good friends, I'm fine with that. If she actually wants me to herself and be hers, you know what? All she has to do is, you know, yeah, well, I want to say ask, but even I'm still trying to feel the waters, because me and her both have had bad history with online relationships. For her, it was 2. For me, I've only had 1, but it was pretty drastic. Let's see. Just the wish for connection, not gonna lie. Friendship is nice, but romantic connection is nice too. Exactly! Here's the thing. Friendship is so nice. I like having friends I can be extremely close to, but I just, like, the feeling of having someone there you want to cuddle. Oh my gosh.
I want to cuddle so badly. I'm a cuddler.
Same.
I'm genuinely like, I could do fine without cuddling someone. I'm a big girl, and then someone hugs me, and I'm like, there's this been my whole life.
You're a big grown-up girl, and then the moment you get a hug, it's like, okay, I'm back to how I'm the innocent 4-year-old I was, the one who was scared of the world, and now you are making me feel safe, and I'm gonna cry.
I'm back to baby.
I'm back to baby. That's the thing, when you find a partner who makes you literally, if you can find someone who lets you be vulnerable enough to cry, and that is a comfort level that is hard to reach.
Oh yeah.
Like you can get that comfortable with someone very quickly. It all depends on your compatibility with someone. It really does. Oh man! Also, my crush is she said, "Don't expose me. Catch these hands." That's funny to me.
I ship it.
It's like
I don't even know this person. I ship it.
She's very sweet. She's very sweet. And that's why, here's the thing. That's why I let her know I'm a flirty person. But, you know, again, all I want is someone to be like, I want someone to be possessive of me. I want someone to, like, hiss you're mine. I literally crave that because I want someone who's that is confidence in a way. That is someone who's like, I'm confident enough in myself that I will make you keep your eyes on me. I want that. I want that.
Oh, that's confidence. That is good to have, and
the entire chat agrees.
And chat disagrees.
No, chat agrees because Degra said, "Yes, please, dom me in a way," and then Talon says, "That's such a mood." So maybe it's more of a guy thing. It's like, just someone, please, just like a girl who's like is defensive of you is so attractive. Like, I will say, there are limits. There are limits. If you will fight with every female friend I have, no, that's a bit much. But if you see me flirting and you are like, okay, no, listen here, you flirt with me, pal. That's like, okay, you're pulling my heart back to where it belongs. Is what you're doing.
Relationships. Can't live with them.
Can't live with them. Can't live without them.
No.
Let's see. I want to actually read. So, let me read chat because chat said some other funny things. So Davidia said, if you're not actively putting yourself out there to actually meet people, then you will not find anyone. Just saying. You don't have to actively look, but not going out at all is just a bad idea. I agree with that. Here's the thing, Kellen. You keep saying don't look. My mom keeps saying don't look. Like the people who I could flirt with at my job are all going to be gamblers because I work at a casino. I don't want to date a gambler. I'm sorry. Like maybe a gacha addict I'd be fine with. Kind of.
Okay. Look at it this way. They can stop anytime they want.
But
they just don't want to.
No, exactly. But that's why for me, I don't go out to bars. I don't leave my room. That's why it's like I'm not trying. It's like I'm not actually trying to look. When I see a possibility of a relationship, I go for it. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. The biggest thing for me, I'm so sick of the past relationships I've had The only one that's ended on good terms was my first relationship, and I still don't talk to her very much because I still feel awkward because I was the one who broke up with her, and but at the same time, we didn't get physical yet, so I don't know. The big thing for me is I want to test my waters, and I want to try and end things on good terms. If I'm with someone for a while and I realize things aren't working out, I want to end on good terms because I'm sick of of either having my heart broken or breaking someone else's heart. It is not fun.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It sucks. It's hell.
It is. It really is. Oh man. Also, did you DM me your art? Oh, your cosplays. Oh, those are so cool. Really, that is awesome. Cosplayers are that's why I really want to get into cosplay because it's so cool.
Do it. Do it. It's worth it.
My first cosplay I want to do is Lloyd Forger from Spy X Family.
I hate that I thought you were about to say Lord Farquaad.
No, Lloyd Forger from Spy X Family, not Lord Farquaad. Let me also let's see.
Lord Farquaad.
Talent says, if you're looking but not really, online dating is an option. I met my current romantic partner via dating app. I've tried dating apps. The thing is, I'm not popular in the U.S. I'm only well, or at least I'm not popular in my state. I went to California. I was very popular, and then I've literally been on a dating app that's in the Philippines, and I'm extremely popular in the Philippines. But the thing is, I don't really like dating apps because I like to get to know someone as a friend, or at least like kind of as a friend. I like to get to know them, talk to them on like without the intention of dating right off the bat. I don't want to actively looking for dating when I'm talking to someone because that blinds you to red flags so easily.
It's hard out there.
It is.
Fucking hard out there, man.
See, Vane says, bro, I wasn't looking when I started loving my current boyfriend. He came into my life after not talking for a couple of years and we just clicked. It comes when you least expected. It does that too. It does that too. It can come unexpected. Relationships come and go very, it's not set in stone. Life is not...
Personally.
Go ahead.
Personally, I'd rather come in my relationship anyway.
I mean, you know what? I agree. Oh man. And then let's see. Unless you're just being cry at the slightest things, and then if the DVD meets you, someone will raise their voice and I'll cry. You know, Vane, I very much Vane and Davidia, I agree with both of you. Like, I'm a crier. I'm a very emotional guy. I will cry if you make me happy. I will cry if you make me sad. I will cry if you make me angry. I am someone who I let my emotions out very easily. And Vane especially, I relate to someone raising their voice. I don't like people who raise their voice at me during a fight. If we're gonna fight, talk. You don't need to yell at me. You don't need to raise your voice. Just talk to me about what the problem is. And yes, I'll still feel like a piece of shit. I'll feel like I murdered your pet dog. Because I feel like I did something wrong to wrong you, and you can just tell me, hey, you did something wrong. That's all it takes, and I will feel bad. And then we can talk it out and try and figure out, hey, what can I do to make it up to you, or what can I do to make things better? I don't know if that's relatable to you, Tay.
I was looking for this one cosplay pic, and I was just like insistent on looking for it, and now I got lost.
That's fair. That's fair.
I give up. I give up. What was could you repeat what you're saying? I'm sorry.
So it's just the idea of someone raising their voice at you, and like I'd prefer someone not to raise my voice and raise their voice at me, and that we would just have a civil conversation.
I think someone raised his voice at me once, and it scared me because he never normally did. And it wasn't like in a threatening way. It was, I don't actually remember, but he was not the kind of person to raise his voice anyway. So like, it wasn't like, oh, this is an ongoing problem. That's a red flag. It was just like a slightly louder than normal, scared me once kind of thing.
All right.
So yeah, don't yell at me. I'll cry.
Very much. I'm glad so many people in chat agree with that. And then I'm going to kind of speed run this because there's a very long conversation between Kellen and Davidia in my chat. They were saying the best person you can ever marry is your best friend, and when you're looking for a best friend, you'll have lots of best friends. But when you realize that not looking shows the true best friends, you may feel better about your life partner. I can kind of agree with that, but at the same time, when you're, I don't know, like if you're not looking for best friends, if you're not trying to be closer friends with someone, it's kind of hard. Like, I will say, there are friends who I don't know. Best friends are hard. Friendships are hard. I guess I'll just leave it off at that. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I agree with that, Squid. Taylor, don't you? I feel like you probably agree with that.
Pew 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 pew. I'd love some shots right now, but I have work in the morning.
Hope I don't keep you up too late then.
Yeah. Right now is not too late.
That's good.
But I'm keeping an eye out.
Gotcha. Yeah, please make sure you let me know if it does get too late. And then let's see.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh my god, Jen, the higher the population, the more popular you'll be. What do you mean? Why do you say that? The higher the population, the more popular you'll be? I'm very confused. Are you talking about the higher the population of women, the more popular I'll be? Or you just mean like the higher my viewers? Is it just because I'm speaking facts? Is that why? I'm just talking. That's all I'm doing.
I'm just talking. Oh, hey, you do have that girl you're talking to. Yep.
And I so the thing is, I will openly admit, I'm not trying to call her out, but God, so badly, I want to talk to her on calls more. Like, I know it's like I crave hearing her voice. Her voice.
Hey, lady, you should call him. Hint, hint.
Her voice makes me melt. It does. It makes my heart warm up. And it's because she's very quickly become someone very close to me. She's very cute. And the thing is, I could tell that there's some trauma behind her life, but she's not making that her whole personality. She's not letting it define her. She's still trying to be happy. She's still trying to be this very lovely, amazing person. And it's working. She's very skilled.
Like her.
I do. And that's why if she'll have me, I would love to be hers.
I think you guys should talk more. And if she can hear me, I think she should call you more. I think you guys should talk more. And I think you should give it a shot. Hint, hint.
Big hint,
Wing
big
manning.
hint.
It's working.
Especially because she's she DM'd me saying she keeps getting more jealous. The thing is, this is why, if you're gonna keep getting jealous of me being with other girls, just come on, talk to me about that.
In my personal experience, if you are jealous, in some cases, I'm not trying to blame her. I don't know what's going on between you two. In some cases, if you are jealous and you are doing nothing to improve your situation, try harder. There are only some people I'm throwing shade at. If the shoe doesn't fit, it doesn't fit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Jenna's awesome. Let's go, love interest. Give Jen a chance. Whoop, whoop. Thank you for being my wingman, D. Grant. I would love to be your wingman. I know it's early in stream. He's like, Jen, please be my wingman. I would be the wingman, or like for both men and women. I would love to help people find the people they're looking for to fall in love with. Because I've had people support me, and I'd love to support others. And you know, and I don't know. I'm also just like, man, Jen the Love Guru, maybe. Like, the thing is, I don't think people realize how romantic I can be. If I showed you the DMs towards my crush, I made her cry. I made her, she told me, she told me specifically that she doesn't open up very often. That she tries to close off her emotions, and apparently I made her cry because I told her, I just want you to be yourself. I was like, I just want you to be you, because I want to know if I can accept you for who you are. It's like, don't hide who you are, because I need to make sure if I like who you are. And I won't know if you hide that from me.
Yeah, be yourself, be genuine. And so far, he already likes yourself. So I hope that saying that doesn't scare you away.
I hope not. I really, like, my biggest fear right now is scaring her away. Well, like, I don't want to, man. It's why it's like, it's why I keep saying on Twitter, it's like she keeps saying, no, don't, like, let me tell you the mind games I feel like she's playing with me. She tells me, don't stop flirting with other people. And then I flirt with someone, and then she's like, I'm jelly. And I'm like, I will, like, all you have to do is tell me, stop flirting, and I will literally hone in on you.
Playfully jelly? Or like, hey, I wish you would stop and take a hint jelly?
I don't know. This is why I'm telling her, come on, be honest with me. I'm a dense mother trucker. If you like me, tell me, because I still have second guess. I still don't know.
Hey, you want to be my wingman?
I'd totally be your wingman. I'd be anyone's wingman.
Caca.
I got a lot. I have one friend in particular who I really want to help get a girl, especially my friend Quizzy. If I can get him a girl, I would be so happy.
Oh, you are such a good friend. I can already tell. And that's really
I want to
cool.
be. I try to be a very genuine, nice person on the internet because I want to be treated very, very kindly in return. It's like, even if I don't talk to, like, I'm very bad about communication. I don't talk to people very often. I will reach out, like, and this is why, hey, I'm trying to not get the attention of my crush here. I don't message constantly to someone. I don't obsess about messaging someone unless I really, really care about them and I'm hyper fixated on them. And right now, there's only one person who I'm messaging every single day. So please take a hint, please.
Sometimes you just message someone every day and you're like, do I like them? I don't know. And sometimes you really do only just like them, and then sometimes you're like, shit.
Poor Quizzy's gone through it. He has. He is one of the most like real friends I have. Like he will say things that need to be said, even if you don't want to hear it. He's like, if you don't want to hear it, I will still say it because you need to hear it. And he's a funny guy. He's super funny, really hilarious.
He told me he wouldn't smash. I don't trust a thing that man says, even if he is right.
I'll have to double check. I have to double check the footage. I'll have to double check if he said smash or not. If he said smash, I'll let you know. If he said no, well, maybe you can go convince him otherwise.
Hey, Quizzy. Hey, Quizzy, get over here. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. I just want to talk, Quizzy. Get over here. Is he here?
No, I don't think so. Sometimes he's in my streams. He's been a very he's popped in for like a lot of the time. So, man. The thing is, and here's the thing, I'm still single, right? The thing is, all my crush has to do is be like, do not flirt with other women. Like she could just be like, I don't want to date you yet, but I'm not comfortable with you flirting with other women. All she has to do is say that, and I will stop because I'm fine with doing that. I'm fine with honing in on her.
So do it.
I'm trying to drop hints.
Maybe she needs you to be like, now, please say no if this isn't the case. But like, maybe she needs you to be more like, hey, I am willing to be very romantic right now. Let me get a little closer and smooch you, and let's just start dating. Now, I could be totally wrong about that. Maybe that's not going to work. Maybe that's going to make things worse. I have no idea. But
and the thing is,
yeah,
she's been very shy about showing about a lot, like talking to me, showing her face and stuff. When she showed me a video of her face, I was not expecting that she would have such a beautiful face. She's very pretty. She's a very beautiful girl, and that's one reason why it's like I want, and the big thing is I want to see where things go, for two reasons. One, I do really like her, so I want to see where it goes. But two, if it doesn't work out, I can move on and then find other girls, you know?
I guess.
If that makes
sense.
sense.
I guess it depends.
Because the big thing is I am looking, you know? It's like, it's why it's like I want to know if I can settle for, like, if I can settle down and be like, hey, I found someone I really want to get to know and be with, or if she's, you know, just wants to stay friends. That's a big thing, because I don't know if she just wants to stay friends or if she actually is open to something more eventually. It doesn't have to be right away. I just want to know if I can focus my attention on somebody.
I guess that's just the big bad world of dating we all live in. The planet Earth sucks, but we can go out and fucks.
Taya's Jen's wingman right now. It
didn't make sense, but it rhymed. And thank you for coming to my Tay-Tuck.
Oh man. And the thing is also, like, I will say, what my crush has a lot of things I really admire. Like, one thing is her art. she like I know I tell my friend Quizzy he's good at art, and for the last time he's been my most skilled friend at art. But my crush is like she's professional grade level. She is so good at drawing that it's like I get jealous of her.
I guess you just have to work on it. I guess.
Yeah. Just gotta work on it.
Yeah.
Oh man. But I don't doubt, by the way, I don't doubt you will find someone. You have an amazing personality, and I think you'll be very popular
Thank
with the
you.
guys.
See, that's just the thing. I'm looking for somebody who is a showstopper. And a lot of the people I meet, you know, no shade. If you want to be more low key, that is totally cool. I've very much been surprised with the like, why am I not feeling like, am I good enough for them? Why am I shut up, Squid? Why am I feeling less like, am I good enough for them, and more like, but they're not good enough for me? Like, why am I bored? I should be giving them a chance, but I could be dating them, but I can't sit in one spot anymore. I don't want to be the sole entertainer in a relationship. I want someone I could like build off of and have fun and be a little shit, just like all my friends. Now, are all my friends single? No. Are all my friends nearby? No. Do all of them live in the country? No. Am I suffering?
Yes.
No. Fuck.
The thing is, I very much feel that. I don't think my crush realizes how much she's helped me, because it's nice to finally be able to stop looking and just hone in on somebody that you really vibe with.
Yeah.
And that's something I really, really appreciate. I'm sorry, by the way, that this whole stream has been talking about relationships, but it's been fun, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. It's been cool.
I honestly
Made a couple of jokes here and there.
I honestly think I might want to get you on as a reoccurring guest at some point.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be fun. I know I was a little bit rambly a little bit, so maybe...
I've been very rambly.
I guess we could focus on like specific topics. It's like,
That too,
this has
yeah.
been cool about dating. Next time, let's talk about... So computers are stupid.
You're both rambling? Exactly. That's true. That's true. But it's been fun though. I love being able to ramble with people on this talk show. It's been very fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't lie. Here's the thing. I'm trying, so like, because I'm an unconscious flirt, or I very much like feel the desire to flirt, because it's always fun seeing reactions. I've been holding back because I know my crush is watching, and I want to flirt with her more than anyone right now.
I think you should focus more on yourself and streaming. Like, I mean, obviously, like, you know, boundaries. Keep boundaries where they are.
Yeah.
Don't mess with them, whatever. But, like, you know, just when it comes to streaming or, like, anything you do, just focus more on, like, what is good for me? What is good for my brand and myself? Just, you know. Because you could keep those boundaries, but also, like, try and thrive in another direction, if that makes any sense.
Oh yeah, that's why I stopped doing gaming as much, because nobody liked watching play games. This talk show's been very popular though, and I think it's because I literally just... People like listening to two people ramble off on topics that they might be able to relate to. The amount of people in here who have been talking and agreeing with me about my takes on relationships is kind of shocking. But it's always fun when also there's people in here who also have opposing views.
You don't really have any hot takes. You're just, you know, preaching to the choir. We just all want to, for anyone who's into it, we all just want to cuddle. We all just want to be validated. We all just want to laugh at the word "cum" in every sentence we see. Or maybe that's just me. My friends want to kill me.
Your friends want to kill you? Why?
Because, like, I'll stop mid-conversation. They're like, yeah, you know, when I come up to New York. And I'm like, when you what? They're like, Jesus Christ, Taylor.
Oh man, yeah. It's been very fun having you. I do think though, I don't know if she can hear this. I hope she is still listening. I really want to go talk to my crush, because, you know, I want to talk to her some more. I'm hoping I can. But this is around the time she tends to get a bit sleepy, so.
Yeah, go do that.
Peace. But this has been a blast. And honestly, this has probably been some of the most energetic and passionate I've been about a topic with someone. So this has been fun, and I definitely want to have you on again sometime.
Yeah, thanks. Let's find a few different topics if you ever want to cover certain things, and it would be kind of cool. I'm sorry I've been like a little bit sporadic. I had, family over. Sometimes I don't even know what my plans are. And I haven't been streaming much, so I'm here like it's not even a possibility.
I'm glad we didn't have to cancel it either, because honestly, I was worried we would because you're having internet issues. But this has been a blast. This has been a really fun episode.
I'm sorry, but I'm sad that it happened, and also like the timing was like fuck. But like I'm glad that it was resolved, and this is a good I'm glad that's all it was, and it wasn't anything complicated. Because like I had my power line adapter and I had my extender, and I'm like, this could work. We don't have to push it off. So nice. I'm glad that it worked out in the end, and it worked out relatively quickly for like what I did.
Yeah. I want to quickly ask everyone who is watching, how do you feel about ASMR? Because I have a friend of mine who's currently doing some ASMR, if you guys are down to go that way. If not, I might send you guys somewhere else. But I just wanted to make sure and see what you guys are down for. Because I can always just scroll through my list, because I follow way too many VTubers.
I have a friend if you want a recommendation. If not, totally cool.
I definitely think I got a couple people. Also, in terms of other things, I would love to also play that game I recommend you, Lethal Company, at some point. I think it'd be a fun game to collab on.
Maybe.
But yeah. I'm gonna send you guys off to my friend Nini, the possum. She's cool. She's doing ASMR. And yeah. And again, thank you, Tay, so much for coming. This has been a blast.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No problem. Alright, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you hopefully next time. Peace.
Bye.